Mark, it's congratulations because it's still going. Fantastic.
What is?
The run. The run that's round your neck now until it all sort of changes. It's going to be keep it going. But no, I mean, you're playing well, scoring goals. I listened to your press conference after the game. You seemed a little bit less than satisfied with the performance, but you know, I mean, you're still winning at the end of the day. Surely that's what matters at the end of the day, yeah.
Of course, and with every game the pressure increases.
Yeah.
But players are adamant that they want to keep going. They don't want it to stop. They enjoy the feeling of winning and coming into training with that feeling. So yeah, we want to keep it going. The other night we played really well with the ball, but we were a bit loose without it. We were a little bit disjointed, missing a couple of players, but that's always going to happen, and it's about how we respond to that. But we still scored after 93 minutes at 4-1. You're thinking really, really confident performance, and then 4-2 spoils it a little bit, but we still get the 3 points.
Took the gloss off it, didn't it? The second goal for them. But
not for me, it didn't. It was 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what matters at the end of the day. Now, sadly, it's all changed with the FA Trophy. You're approaching the game any differently? Any changes from your perspective?
We're going to pick a strong team. We want to, like I said before, we want to go strong on all fronts. And without being disrespectful to the Somerset Senior Cup, I don't count that one. But FA Trophy, FA Cup, National League South, we want to be as competitive in every game that we can, because it sends out the message that we want to win every game we play. Is that possible? Probably not, but we want to send that message out. And there's a perception, will we pick a weaker team? But if you look at our bench, I'm not sure that the boys coming in make it a weaker team. I think they make it just as strong. They've just not had as many opportunities just yet.
And because the game's so close to having played them before, do you approach it in any different way? I mean, obviously you've got a better insight as to how Torquay play now.
I don't think we have to change too much. I think if you win 14 games, there's not a lot wrong, and don't try and mess with it too much. Of course, we're always fine tweaking and trying to be better, even better. Torquay obviously have changed since we played them. They changed on Saturday to a back five or a back three. So they've changed, but it doesn't really affect what we do. We've got our way, we've got our patterns of play that are pretty clear. It's just without the ball, we need to touch up on one or two bits.
Do you think there's likely to be a slight anxiety if you don't score for, say, midway through the second half and you're still 0-0? Do you think there tends to be a slight anxiety creep in or not?
No, I think it's probably because we're away from home. There's probably more anxiety for them in front of our home crowd. So if it's 0-0 in the second half, I'm perfectly happy, because I always think that we will get an opportunity, or good opportunities, with the players we've got to score a goal. My biggest issue tomorrow is the weather.
Yeah.
With the rain that's coming, whether the pitch down there it was soft when we played last week, whether it can take another 12 hours of torrential rain. And I don't think either team need that, because we've both got really important league games on Tuesday night.
And presumably they'll let you know early morning, so you don't sort of...
I doubt it very much. I'm sure we'll be travelling, but that's neither here nor there.
And team-wise, any injury problems apart from Jake Waddle?
No, there's not only ones, but he's not as bad as we first feared. So we don't think he'll be too long. Obviously, we've added Duncan to the group, and it's a brilliant signing for us. I think it's important that you've always got your eye on a replacement. That was a position that we were not blessed with competition in. Left-footed defender, centre back, and he was our number one choice. And I rang Brian Tinian at Bristol City at 9:45, I think, on Tuesday night. Asked if we could add him and have him, and brilliant from Bristol City. They've let him come to play some games.
Yeah. And do you know the new Bristol City manager?
No, I don't. I know Brian Tinian really well, and he's been really helpful. Yeah. Always is with the players that they want to come down here and and learn their trade and play some games.
Well, best of luck Saturday. Hopefully you get a game and hopefully you win.
Thank you very much.
The confidence is high in the stands with the players. How do you keep everyone grounded and sort of level-headed on this crazy run?
I think you know me. I think that we are, and I think with the experienced players we've got in the change room, they've seen it before. They will nip things in the bud. I tend to not spend too much time in the change room. That's their domain. I go in and speak before a game, but during the week, that's their domain. And anything that needs nipping in the bud, we've got some characters in there. Frank, Murph, Michael Smith, Joe Day, that will make sure things are done properly. So complacency for me I don't think that's an issue. We might play bad and get beat, but not through complacency.
And the sign of Duncan, what does he bring to the team? Is he a different kind of defender than Jay?
Less balance. He's left-footed, so it's a natural replacement. He's just a left-footed defender. I think if you have two right-footers or two left-footers, it gives there's a little bit of an imbalance there, as you could see the other night. But he's been on the bench in the Championship. I think the last 6 games, apart from the last one. He's played for Bristol City in the Championship. He's played in the Football League, so he's a good age, very quick, very aggressive. So I think it's a great signing for us.
Yeah, similar to sort of Sonny Cox in that he was flirting on the edge of Exeter's squad. How are you getting these players?
Well, I think it's just you do your homework, don't you? You watch games. We, as a staff, we went to watch Bristol City's reserve or under-23s on Monday night, and particularly with watching Duncan in mind, it was howling, blowing a gale, chucking it down with rain, but we saw what we needed to see, and Bristol City, like I say, brilliant for them to let us have him.
Just want to touch on Joe Day. Is there a few keeper things going on at Newport County? There's no risk of Joe being recalled?
Not that we're aware of.
No.
Joe's enjoyed himself. He's come and he's a massive crowd favourite, isn't he? He's got his own song. And I think he just wants to play. I think he's enjoying it, and long may that continue.
And his injury, if he was recalled, and hopefully not, is there a recall on Hughes or Lewis Williams? What the situation with their deals?
So our goalkeeping coach Phil, he'll have his finger on the pulse with possible replacements. Should those happen, but it won't be an issue.
How far off is Alex Fisher from getting any game time?
Well, I've had this conversation with Alex Fisher, but he's been out for a long time, had a horrific injury, and he comes back, but he finds himself with real competition. As a number 9, you've got Murphy, Hyde, Nooble, Sonny Cox that are all flying, fully fit. So it's a tough one. We're not in the business of giving players game time just for the sake of it. That's got to be earned, and it's no different with any of the players.
Finally, for me, I think I noticed on the weeknights when you got Marcus Stewart with you as well, there's quite a pit crew with you at pitch side now compared to what we had last season. How important has sort of your team been around you to this run?
Vital because there's bits that I miss. You miss during a game, and I might miss it. Toddy, Stewie, Wezzo, they might see it, and I miss it. And it's important that we have that group. We've got a tight group staff. We've got a small group of staff, but tight. And I think that's really important, especially for a manager. You've got staff that you can trust.
Okay. Thanks. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.